Well, hello again everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm trying out something different. I'm using the GoPro for all the audio and recording and everything. I'm gonna try that out till the camera comes in. I just never used the GoPro originally because like it picks up so much feedback from anything, like any kind of mount. So I'm just using it, holding it. I don't even know what the audio is gonna be like, but anyhow, we're getting into the swing of things tonight. We're gonna start with pressure washing the frame and kind of cleaning it up, prepping it, getting it ready, set the thing back in there. I'm gonna get some new bushings for the generator housing to go in, order some stuff. But the goal tonight is to more or less just clean it and redo this back end here, because I don't know, it was already redone at one point. It was already kind of patched up and everything. There's some rust here and there, kind of a custom battery mount, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut all this stuff off and just start replacing with new again. Not gonna get too in depth with it, just replace this. Everything else is staying. Gonna fill in a couple holes it has, like right there. Gonna try to fill that in with weld, grind it all smooth, and just kind of clean the frame up. It's really not in that bad a shape as far as, like, even the bottom of the frame doesn't have all that much rust on it, but just more or less clean it, clean up the back end and get it ready for reassembly. So that's the goal for tonight. And like I said, I still need to order parts. Haven't even made a list necessarily yet, just what I got in my head, but gonna have to order some parts here and there. But first things first, let's get this thing pressure washed, get all the algae off of it, and we'll see where we wind up tonight. And if the audio is bad, I'm sorry. The other camera I got is coming. It'll be here soon enough, but this is what we're making do with for now. So anyway, let's get to pressure washing real quick. So first up on the agenda, as you can see, I think you can see in there, let me get around here, try to play the light a little better, but I don't know if you can see there or not, but the frame was kind of like patched over. You can kind of tell it's just it wasn't done to the greatest extent. So we're gonna get rid of a bunch of this, clean up all the stuff we can, and then start from scratch. Before I do cut a lot off, I need to get some measurements to make sure I get everything somewhat back in the same excuse me, somewhat back in the same position. And I thought that this piece here, it either needs to be up here or this needs to be come back to this, because I think normally it's all in line right here. I can't exactly remember if the older ones are different or not, but anyway, I'm gonna go get some measurements real quick, write them down so I don't forget them, and then we can start hacking away from there. So do that real quick and we'll start cutting her up with the plastic cutter. So I more or less got all the major stuff cleaned up, just kind of doing a little filling here and there and grinding. I was gonna get this sandblasted, but so let me back up for a second. This is Ethan's machine. He's more or less has the ultimate say in what goes on and what doesn't happen here. So he, just asked him if he wanted to, get the sandblasted or what he wants to do with it, and he wants to try to keep like the sheet metal, meaning the front plate and the back radiator shroud and all that. He wants to kind of keep it the old paint. This is not factory paint at all. It's been repainted. the frame's been welded several times. Like there's a big gouge in it, and that stuff. So he's wanting to keep the sheet metal as is, but we're probably gonna wrap through the frame and probably the hood, because this is the hood that came off of it, and it's got a couple stuff there in it. It's rusting out, so we'll probably get a new hood bent up like this here on the edge there and whatever. But we'll get a new hood for it, and we'll probably wrap through that in the frame, and everything else will more or less stay the generic paint. So that's what's happening. But as you can see, it's not horrible, except a few places here and there. But we're just going to go ahead and start building away at this back bracket here to house the battery and the support for the shroud and the radiator. So that's when we start working on just taking measurements off that. It actually came apart easier than I thought it would. I just cut out a few welds and it came right out. But anyway, just going to replicate that back up here, and that'll probably be it for this video. I'm not going to take the time to clean it up tonight. It's already like 7:30, 8 o'clock. So by the time I get this done, it'll be time to go to bed and get back up and go to work again tomorrow. So anyway, gonna get this wrapped up tonight. Ski is already eating me up. But anyway, get back to work. Well, at some point the camera died. I'm not really sure. I just kind of had my head down trying to get stuff done because it's late now. I don't even know what time it is. But anyhow, that's basically it. Got this piece up here just kind of mocked up as to what it's gonna look like, more or less. But yeah, it's a little narrow. You can kind of see there. There's a gap there, no gap there. So I don't know. I was just kind of building off the outside of the frame, and it's a little wider. But if we want to, we can shim that out if we have to. I don't really think it needs it. We'll just obviously even up the gap there on both sides, and then just bolt through. I think it'll be okay. Don't really notice it because the radiator is going to come and sit down here, but that's basically it. I'm not sure what we'll do for a door yet, or a cover on the battery quite yet. We'll let Ethan kind of decide what he wants to do there. But thinking about making a custom shroud, cutting something out on the plasma table over there. So don't know yet, but that's the plan. Time to go to bed and get back up and do it again tomorrow. But that's where it's going to sit. Not a whole lot going on in this video, but I did weld around all the seams. That way rust can't more or less build up behind here because everything's sealed up now, welded all the way around that plate. So that's it for tonight, guys. Just gotta say thanks for watching. Like I mentioned before, this is Ethan's machine. I'm just kind of fixing up a little bit here because he doesn't necessarily have the tools to do it over at his place. He's pretty much staying out of a fifth wheel, so he doesn't necessarily have the space or the tools necessary. So helping a buddy out. Yeah, this is we're getting sidetracked a little bit from the bed, but we're gonna pick back up on that. We got to do some modifications to that, tweak a few things with it, but we're gonna get back to the bed here very shortly. Next step for this is just gonna be clean up the bottom and raptor line it. So we'll wait and see what Ethan wants to do as far as how much further we go. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next one.